Have you ever woken up from a dream so vivid that it felt like the real world was still holding onto you? You wake up, and for a few moments, you are not sure if you've stepped into the waking world, or if you're still in that surreal place your mind created during sleep. Dreaming is an experience so real and powerful that it's almost as if our minds live in a parallel universe every night, crafting narratives, processing emotions, and, sometimes, teaching us lessons. But what if dreams weren't just a random collection of images and emotions? What if they were a window into how we learn and unlearn, how we process everything from new motor skills to emotional traumas? Today, we're diving deep into the science of dreams, lucid dreaming, and the incredible potential our sleep holds in reshaping our learning processes. If you've ever wondered whether your dreams could help you remember that difficult lesson or forget that haunting experience, you're in the right place. Welcome to Lucid Dream Portal, where we explore the power of dreams, sleep, and consciousness. To understand how we can learn and unlearn through dreams, it's crucial to understand what happens when we sleep. The process of sleep is not just a passive state where our body rests. It's an active, intricate process where our brains are sorting, storing, and sometimes even solving problems that we didn't know we had. The sleep cycle is broken down into two main phases: non-REM, rapid eye movement, sleep, and REM sleep. Non-REM sleep, slow-wave sleep, is the first phase of your sleep cycle. It's when your body is doing some heavy lifting, repairing muscles, building bones, and strengthening the immune system. But it's also when some of the most important learning happens, especially when it comes to motor skills. You know that feeling when you wake up and can suddenly do something that was difficult the night before? That's your brain organizing and solidifying new information, like a coach refining an athlete's technique during sleep. But here's the catch: REM sleep, the phase where your dreams occur, is just as critical, but in a completely different way. Imagine it like this: non-REM sleep is your brain's workshop, building the foundation, and REM sleep is the place where it starts adding the finishing touches. During REM, your brain processes emotions, consolidates memories, and even works through unresolved feelings. It's where your dreams come alive, and in the absence of the usual fear-triggering chemicals like adrenaline, you can experience emotional release and healing without the intensity of anxiety. Lucid dreaming enters the picture as a fascinating way to tap into this REM sleep. In a lucid dream, you're aware that you're dreaming. This means that, while your body is in a state of deep rest, your mind is not bound by the usual limits of sleep. You can control elements of your dream, and for some, that control can even extend to shaping emotional experiences. Imagine confronting a fear or anxiety in your dream world without the fear taking control. Lucid dreaming gives us the opportunity to guide our mind's narratives and create a space for emotional growth and healing. When we talk about learning, we typically think of it as something that happens in the waking world: a lesson learned in class, a skill mastered through practice, or a new fact stored in memory. But what if I told you that some of the most profound learning happens when you're asleep, and more specifically, when you're dreaming? Motor learning and slow-wave sleep. Let's start with motor skills. We all know how challenging it can be to master a new skill, whether it's learning to play the guitar, perfecting a tennis serve, or even trying to dance. Often, we feel frustrated when we don't get it right on the first try. But here's the secret: the most important practice session might happen when you're fast asleep. During slow-wave sleep, your brain is busy reinforcing the motor skills you've learned throughout the day. This is why athletes, dancers, and musicians swear by sleep as a critical part of their training. Your brain is not just resting, it's organizing new movements and fine-tuning muscle memory. Think of it as the final polishing stage after a long day of practice. Have you ever woken up and felt like you've suddenly mastered something you couldn't quite get the night before? That's your brain consolidating the movements, patterns, or information that it had been processing during your sleep. The deeper the sleep, the more effective this process is. In fact, research shows that those who get more slow-wave sleep after learning a new skill perform significantly better the next day. So, In a way, sleep isn't just recovery, it's a tool for improvement. Emotional unlearning in REM sleep. But learning isn't just about facts and skills, it's also about our emotions. And this is where REM sleep comes in. Unlike slow-wave sleep, REM sleep is not concerned with muscles or details, it's all about emotions, processing, and memory. You've probably had dreams that felt incredibly vivid, where you relive moments from your past, some joyous, some traumatic. REM sleep plays a vital role in unlearning emotional baggage. This doesn't mean that you forget painful experiences, but rather that your brain has the chance to neutralize the emotional load attached to those memories. For example, let's say you've gone through a difficult breakup, or maybe you're facing anxiety about an important event. While you sleep, particularly during REM sleep, your brain works through these emotional experiences in a way that removes the intense emotional reaction attached to them. It's like giving your mind a chance to reorganize these memories so that they no longer carry the same weight. This is why sometimes you might wake up feeling like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. The memories are still there, but they don't trigger the same emotional intensity. This emotional healing process allows us to move on from difficult experiences. You might have experienced waking up from a stressful dream, only to realize that the troubling feelings faded away as the day went on. That's your brain doing some vital emotional housekeeping while you sleep. The unseen benefits of dreams: forgetting to learn. Here's something even more fascinating. Dreams don't just help us remember. They also help us forget. In order to learn effectively, we need to unlearn as well. Our brains are constantly bombarded with information, some of it useful and some of it irrelevant. Without sleep, particularly REM sleep, our minds would be cluttered with information that doesn't serve us. REM sleep plays a crucial role in selective forgetting. It helps you filter out the emotional noise and focus only on what's important. Have you ever had a dream where you were anxiously replaying an event that occurred days or weeks ago? REM sleep works to untangle those feelings, releasing the emotional charge and helping you see the situation from a new perspective. It's like hitting the reset button on emotional overload. But what about the more common issue of overthinking? Many of us lie awake at night, revisiting conversations, decisions, or worries. Those unresolved thoughts can loop endlessly in our minds. However, when we enter REM sleep, our brain starts processing these thoughts, putting them in their proper place so we don't carry them with us into the next day. In essence, REM sleep clears our mental clutter and ensures we wake up with a clearer head. The importance of REM sleep in emotional healing. Let's take a moment to dive deeper into REM sleep and its profound role in emotional healing. We've all had those dreams that seem to stick with us, dreams that are intensely emotional, or perhaps unsettling. You wake up, and for a few seconds, the feelings from your dream linger, like a shadow hanging over your day. But the real power of REM sleep lies in its ability to process these emotional experiences in a way that can be both healing and restorative. The science of emotional healing during REM sleep. What makes REM sleep so special in emotional healing is the absence of adrenaline, that fight or flight hormone that heightens stress, fear, and anxiety. When we experience a stressful or traumatic event during waking hours, adrenaline surges through our system, triggering a cascade of emotional reactions. This is where the tension builds up. However, during REM sleep, adrenaline is essentially inactive, which means that we can revisit painful or emotional memories without being overwhelmed by the intense feelings they provoke. This phenomenon is what allows us to process, or even reframe, distressing experiences without being re-traumatized by them. It's like being able to relieve an event from a place of calm rather than fear, without the emotional intensity clouding our perception. In essence, REM sleep acts as a buffer, creating a space between our waking emotional experiences and the raw feelings we often associate with them. For instance, you may have had a particularly stressful day at work or experienced a confrontation with a friend or loved one. The emotions might have been intense, and as you sleep, REM sleep steps in to help. While you dream, your brain is running through these emotions, detaching the raw feelings from the memory, and essentially helping you process the event in a more neutral way. This is why sometimes, after a good night's sleep, we wake up with a new perspective on a situation that seemed overwhelming the day before. Lucid dreaming and confronting emotional fears. Now, here's where lucid dreaming gets interesting. For many of us, facing our emotional fears in waking life can feel daunting or even impossible. But in the dream world, where we are aware that we are dreaming, there is a unique opportunity to confront these fears head-on. Lucid dreaming, the state in which we are conscious of and can sometimes control our dreams, allows us to intentionally revisit past emotional experiences. In these moments, we have the power to engage with our fears in a safe, controlled environment. Imagine being able to revisit a traumatic event or a source of anxiety in your dream, but with the understanding that you are safe, in control, and that you don't have to experience the same overwhelming emotions that you did when the event originally occurred. It's like becoming the director of your own emotional healing story, one where you can rewrite the script and navigate the experience at your own pace. People who practice lucid dreaming often use this technique to heal from past traumas. Whether it's a difficult breakup, a loss, or any kind of emotional wound, lucid dreaming gives them the chance to confront their fears and take control over how they react to those emotions. The beauty of this lies in its ability to desensitize the emotional charge associated with specific memories, providing an avenue for emotional recovery without triggering the same intense feelings of fear or helplessness. REM sleep and trauma processing. One of the most powerful features of REM sleep is its ability to help process traumatic experiences, especially when those experiences are emotionally overwhelming. We've all had moments where a traumatic event seems to replay over and over in our minds, leaving us feeling stuck. However, during REM sleep, our brains begin to disconnect the emotional component from those memories. Take, for example, someone who has gone through a traumatic car accident or experienced a difficult loss. These types of events tend to carry heavy emotional baggage, and it can be hard to move forward. However, as we sleep, our brains naturally work to reorganize those memories, detaching the feelings of fear, sadness, or anxiety associated with them. In the absence of adrenaline and other stress hormones, our minds have the opportunity to process these memories without emotional overload, creating a sense of emotional relief. It's not about forgetting the event, but rather about reducing the emotional grip it has on us. This is why trauma survivors sometimes experience emotional healing after a period of restful sleep. REM sleep offers them the chance to revisit painful memories, process them, and even make peace with them, free from the overwhelming emotional weight that once accompanied those memories. Nightmares, a complication in REM sleep. Of course, REM sleep isn't always a peaceful experience. For some, it can be a battleground of nightmares, where the same emotional tension seems to resurface in the form of vivid, disturbing dreams. Nightmares can often feel just as emotionally intense as the traumatic event itself, but it's important to note that nightmares are still part of the brain's effort to process unresolved emotions. While REM sleep usually acts as a neutralizer for intense emotions, nightmares can sometimes occur if an emotional memory is particularly powerful or if the brain has not fully processed it. Interestingly, research suggests that nightmares are more likely to occur when a person is deprived of REM sleep or when their REM cycles are fragmented. This leads us to an important point. Not all emotional healing during REM sleep is automatic. Sometimes, we need to intentionally work through the memories and emotions that resurface during nightmares, especially if they're tied to trauma. This is where techniques like lucid dreaming can offer some relief. By recognizing that we are dreaming, we can confront the nightmare head-on, essentially taking control of the emotional narrative and guiding ourselves toward healing. The unseen benefits of dreams. Forgetting to learn. When we think about learning, we often focus solely on how much we can remember. But here's an essential part of learning that we often overlook: the importance of forgetting. Yes, you heard that right. Sometimes, forgetting is just as crucial as remembering. Our brains are constantly processing vast amounts of information, and much of that information is irrelevant or insignificant. Imagine trying to carry around a heavy backpack filled with unnecessary items. You wouldn't get far, would you? The same principle applies to your mind. Without an efficient mechanism for forgetting, we would be overwhelmed by the sheer volume of data we're exposed to every day. Dreams help us filter out this mental clutter, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. The role of REM sleep in selective forgetting. REM sleep plays a critical role in this selective forgetting process. During this phase, your brain revisits memories and experiences from the day, but not all of them are stored equally. Some memories are reinforced and encoded deeply, while others are discarded as unnecessary or irrelevant. This helps you filter out the mental noise and preserve only the most important information. For example, after a busy day filled with meetings, errands, and random conversations, your brain needs to sift through everything you experienced. Some details, like the color of someone's shirt or the name of the song playing in the background, may be irrelevant. REM sleep acts as a mental housekeeping service, throwing away the trivial details so you can focus on the key takeaways, the ones that will actually help you grow and learn. This selective forgetting isn't just about clearing out useless information. It's also about unlearning habits and thoughts that no longer serve you. For instance, if you've been struggling with negative thinking patterns or emotional reactions to certain situations, REM sleep can help reframe those experiences. In this sense, it's not just about remembering and learning, it's about unlearning the emotional baggage that holds you back. The power of emotional letting go. In a way, REM sleep's role in forgetting is akin to clearing the emotional clutter from your mind. Think about it: if every emotional experience you had stuck with you, if you carried the full weight of every stressful moment, every argument, and every disappointment, your emotional state would quickly become overwhelmed. Here's an example to help illustrate this. Imagine you had an argument with a friend, and you go to sleep still feeling upset. When you enter REM sleep, your brain begins to process that experience. It doesn't necessarily forget what happened, but it detaches the emotional charge from it. You wake up with a greater sense of clarity, as if the emotional weight has been lifted, and you can move forward without holding onto the resentment or anger. This process of emotional letting go is crucial for mental well-being. It allows us to experience the world without getting bogged down by unnecessary emotional baggage. REM sleep helps us emotionally reset, creating space for new experiences and allowing us to engage with life in a healthier, more balanced way. How lucid dreaming can enhance the forgetting process. Now, let's bring lucid dreaming into the equation. If you've ever experienced a lucid dream, you know that it can be a transformative experience. The ability to control your dreams means you can actively participate in the emotional processing that happens during REM sleep. For those dealing with emotional trauma or unresolved issues, lucid dreaming can be a way to confront those memories and actively help your brain unlearn the emotional attachments associated with them. Imagine, for instance, revisiting a painful memory, but this time, you're in control. You can change the narrative, perhaps allowing yourself to rewrite the emotional outcome or confront the situation from a different perspective. By intentionally engaging with emotional memories in a lucid dream, you may be able to guide yourself toward emotional release, helping your brain forget the negative emotional responses tied to the memory. Lucid dreaming gives you the unique opportunity to direct the healing process in your own mind. Instead of being at the mercy of your subconscious during sleep, you actively engage with it, confronting and releasing emotions in a way that allows you to wake up feeling lighter, more at peace, and ready to move forward. Practical tips to maximize the forgetting process during sleep. So, how can you harness the power of sleep to help you forget the things that no longer serve you? Here are a few practical tips. Establish a consistent sleep schedule. One of the most important ways to improve the quality of your REM sleep and thus your ability to process and forget irrelevant memories is to stick to a regular sleep routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps your body get into a rhythm, which promotes deeper, more restorative sleep cycles. Practice relaxation techniques before bed. If you find that certain thoughts or worries are preventing you from sleeping well, try practicing relaxation techniques, such as deep breathing, meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation. These practices help calm your mind and make it easier for you to enter REM sleep, where the emotional processing and forgetting happens. Lucid dreaming techniques. If you're interested in exploring lucid dreaming to facilitate emotional release, there are various techniques you can try. One simple method is to keep a dream journal and practice reality checks throughout the day. The more you become aware of your surroundings in waking life, the more likely you are to realize you're dreaming while asleep, allowing you to take control of the dream and use it for emotional healing. Create a calm, sleep-friendly environment. Make sure your bedroom is conducive to restful sleep. Keep it dark, quiet, and cool. Avoid screens and electronic devices before bed, as the blue light emitted from them can interfere with the production of the sleep hormone melatonin, disrupting your sleep cycles. The takeaway: mastering the art of letting go through sleep. In summary, sleep, especially REM sleep, plays an essential role in both learning and unlearning. It's not just about remembering what's important, it's about forgetting the emotional clutter that can hold us back. Dreams help us process, release, and reframe emotional experiences, allowing us to heal, grow, and move forward. By understanding the power of dreams, we can use them to our advantage. Whether through lucid dreaming or simply allowing our subconscious to do its work, we can engage in a process of emotional reset that benefits our mental health and overall well-being. Sleep is not just rest, it's a powerful tool for emotional transformation. Now that we've explored how sleep, especially REM sleep, plays a key role in learning, memory consolidation, and emotional healing, let's talk about how you can actively harness this incredible process to improve your own learning, motor skills, and emotional resilience. Sleep isn't just a passive activity, it's an opportunity for you to actively influence the quality of your learning and emotional growth. Whether you're trying to master a new skill, remember important details, or even address emotional trauma, your sleep can be a powerful tool if you use it right. 1. Improve your sleep hygiene for better learning and dreaming. The foundation of effective learning through dreams starts with sleep hygiene, the practices and habits that ensure you're getting the best quality sleep possible. Here's what you can do. Set a regular sleep schedule. Consistency is key. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate your sleep cycle, which is crucial for getting enough slow-wave sleep, for motor learning, and REM sleep, for emotional healing. A consistent sleep schedule will also ensure that you get the right amount of sleep each night, which is critical for processing everything you've learned during the day. Create a restful environment. Your sleep environment plays a huge role in the quality of your rest. Make sure your bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet. Use blackout curtains, white noise machines, or earplugs if needed. A comfortable mattress and pillows will also ensure you're not waking up with aches and pains, which could interfere with your sleep cycles. Limit stimulants and distractions before bed. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, or intense exercise right before bed. These can interfere with your body's ability to wind down and get into deep sleep. Additionally, limit screen time. Phones, computers, and TVs emit blue light that disrupts melatonin production, which is necessary for sleep onset. Practice relaxation techniques. If you find that you're lying awake at night with racing thoughts, it's helpful to practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation. These can help calm your mind and set the stage for deep, restorative sleep. 2. Use lucid dreaming to enhance learning and emotional healing. Lucid dreaming is an incredibly powerful tool that allows you to engage with your dreams consciously. By becoming aware that you're dreaming, you can take control of your dream environment and guide your emotional and cognitive processes in ways that traditional sleep doesn't allow. Here's how you can use lucid dreaming to your advantage. Set an intention before bed. One of the most effective ways to enter a lucid dream is to set an intention right before you fall asleep. This could be something like, "Tonight, I want to confront my fear of speaking in public," or "I want to practice my tennis serve in my dream." Writing it down or even saying it aloud can help direct your subconscious mind. Use reality checks throughout the day. In order to become aware of your dreams while you're still asleep, you need to practice reality checks during the day. These are simple exercises that help you distinguish between waking life and dreaming. For example, try pinching your nose and seeing if you can breathe through it. If you can, you are dreaming. Or, look at a clock or text, look away, then look back. In dreams, the time or text will often change. By making these checks a habit, you'll begin to do them in your dreams, helping you realize when you're dreaming and giving you control. Keep a dream journal. Writing down your dreams every morning will not only help you remember them, but it will also make you more aware of recurring themes or emotions in your dreams. The more attention you pay to your dreams, the easier it becomes to recognize when you're dreaming, allowing you to become lucid more frequently. Practice dream control. Once you become lucid, you can start practicing dream control. Whether you want to face a fear, perfect a skill, or simply explore your emotional world, lucid dreaming gives you the ability to interact with your subconscious in ways that non-lucid dreams cannot. If you're struggling with a specific emotional issue, you can actively engage with the situation in your dream, allowing you to rewrite the emotional outcome and process it at your own pace. 3. Use the power of visualization during sleep. If you want to accelerate your learning in a particular area, be it a language, a skill, or emotional healing, visualization during the day can set the stage for deeper processing during sleep. The idea is to prime your brain before you sleep so that when you enter slow wave and REM sleep, the brain can more effectively consolidate that information. Mental rehearsal. This technique is often used by athletes and performers to improve their skills. Before going to bed, mentally rehearse the task you want to improve. Visualize yourself going through the motions, whether it's hitting a tennis ball, playing a piece of music, or even handling a difficult conversation. This primes your brain for motor learning during slow wave sleep and memory processing during REM sleep. Emotion reframing. If you've been dealing with an emotional challenge, try visualizing a positive outcome before bed. For example, if you're anxious about an upcoming event, visualize yourself handling it calmly and successfully. This can help your brain process the emotions in a way that reduces the fear and anxiety when you sleep. Affirmations before sleep. Using affirmations before sleep can also help you reinforce positive beliefs and attitudes. For instance, repeating "I am confident and calm" or "I am learning and improving every day" can help train your subconscious mind to embrace these ideas and reinforce them during your sleep. 4. Take care of your body to support your sleep. The quality of your sleep doesn't only depend on your environment and mental state, it's also influenced by your physical health. Taking care of your body can enhance the quality of both slow wave sleep and REM sleep, allowing you to get the most out of your sleep cycles. Exercise regularly. Regular physical activity has been shown to improve sleep quality and increase the amount of slow wave sleep you get. However, avoid intense exercise close to bedtime, as it may make it harder for you to fall asleep. Eat a balanced diet. Eating a healthy, balanced diet is essential for good sleep. Avoid large meals before bed, but make sure you're getting enough of the nutrients that support sleep, like magnesium and tryptophan. Foods like bananas, nuts, and turkey can be good options for a pre-bedtime snack. Stay hydrated, but not too much. Dehydration can disrupt your sleep, but drinking too much liquid before bed can lead to waking up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. Find a balance that works for you. In conclusion, your sleep isn't just a time for your body to rest, it's a powerful tool for learning, emotional healing, and personal growth. By optimizing your sleep hygiene, using lucid dreaming techniques, visualizing your goals, and taking care of your physical health, you can unlock the true potential of your dreams. Sleep is where the magic happens. It's where your mind works through the challenges of the day, refines your skills, processes your emotions, and helps you grow. And by learning to harness the power of sleep, you can transform your waking life as well. So, the next time you lay your head down to sleep, Remember, you are not just resting, you are preparing for tomorrow's breakthroughs. And with lucid dreaming, emotional healing, and visualization techniques, you can use your sleep as a powerful tool to create the life you want to live. Common mistakes and misconceptions about dreams. While the science of dreams is fascinating and filled with untapped potential, there are still a lot of misconceptions and mistakes people make when it comes to understanding and using dreams for personal growth. It's easy to get lost in the mystery of dreams, but let's clear up some of the myths and misunderstandings so you can use this powerful tool to your advantage. 1. Overinterpreting dream symbols. One of the biggest myths around dreams is the idea that every dream symbol has a fixed meaning. People often turn to dream dictionaries, trying to decode the symbolism of a red apple, a flying bird, or a lost key. But here's the truth: dream symbols are highly personal. For example, while a snake might represent danger in one person's dream, for someone else, it could symbolize transformation or healing. The meaning behind a symbol in your dream is shaped by your life experiences, cultural background, and emotional state. The mistake many people make is trying to apply universal meanings to dreams without considering their own context. Instead of searching for generic interpretations, try reflecting on your own life. What does that symbol mean to you personally? That's where the true meaning lies. 2. Believing that all dreams are important. Not every dream carries profound meaning. In fact, most dreams are just a reflection of your brain processing daily experiences. Many dreams simply replay fragments of your waking life, random thoughts, conversations, and images that didn't make it into your conscious mind. These are what we often call nonsense dreams, and while they might be amusing or bizarre, they don't always hold deep meaning. A common mistake is to assume that every dream is significant or that it's trying to send you a message. Some dreams may not be meaningful at all and are just the brain's way of sorting through the day's random data. It's important not to get too wrapped up in trying to decode every single dream you have, especially if it doesn't seem to carry any personal or emotional weight. 3. Thinking you can't control your dreams. Lucid dreaming is an incredibly powerful tool, but many people believe that lucid dreaming is only for a select few, the naturally gifted or the highly trained. This is simply not true. With practice, anyone can learn to become aware of their dreams and even take control of them. A common misconception is that lucid dreaming is something that happens spontaneously or that only a few people are capable of doing it. The reality is, lucid dreaming is a skill just like learning to ride a bike or play a musical instrument. It takes practice, consistency, and patience. Through techniques like reality checks, dream journaling, and setting intentions before sleep, you can train your brain to recognize when you're dreaming and start to take control of the dream environment. If you've tried lucid dreaming and haven't been successful right away, don't get discouraged. It's a gradual process that requires persistence. Like any skill, it improves over time. 4. Assuming all nightmares are bad. Nightmares are often seen as something to avoid or fear, but they don't have to be all bad. While they can be distressing in the moment, nightmares can actually be a sign that your brain is processing unresolved emotions or trauma. In fact, nightmares can sometimes indicate that your mind is working hard to resolve emotional conflicts. However, if nightmares become frequent or interfere with your sleep quality, they may be signaling deeper emotional issues that need attention. In these cases, it's important to explore the emotional root of the nightmare. Lucid dreaming can be a powerful tool here, allowing you to confront these fears in a controlled and safe environment, helping to release the emotional charge attached to them. Another misconception is that if you have a nightmare, your sleep is being disrupted, and you're not getting the full benefits of REM sleep. But research has shown that nightmares can still occur during restorative REM sleep, and in many cases, they are just part of the brain's emotional processing system. In some ways, nightmares can be seen as a natural part of the healing process. 5. Thinking you can't benefit from sleep if you wake up in the middle of the night. Another common mistake is the belief that if you wake up in the middle of the night, your sleep has been ruined and you won't get the benefits of REM sleep or slow-wave sleep. The truth is, Even if you wake up for a short period, it doesn't mean your entire sleep cycle is lost. Our sleep cycles typically last around 90 minutes, with a mix of non-REM sleep and REM sleep. So, even if you wake up for a few minutes, as long as you go back to sleep, your body can still complete the cycle and reap the benefits. If you consistently wake up in the middle of the night, it could be a sign that your sleep environment or routine needs tweaking. Relaxation techniques or even non-sleep deep rest practices can help you get back to sleep and continue the cycle. One of the key takeaways here is that quality sleep matters more than the quantity of time spent asleep. It's not about sleeping uninterrupted for 8 hours straight, but about ensuring you go through the full cycle of light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep, which is when emotional processing and memory consolidation occur. 6. Underestimating the power of a dream journal. Dream journals are often overlooked, but they can be one of the most powerful tools in understanding your dreams and improving your sleep. Many people think that if they don't remember their dreams upon waking, they don't have any. The truth is, dreams often fade from memory within minutes of waking, but keeping a dream journal can help you track recurring themes, symbols, and emotions. By writing down even fragments of your dreams every morning, you begin to train your mind to remember them more vividly. Over time, this practice can enhance your ability to recognize patterns in your dreams, which is a key step in becoming more aware during lucid dreaming. It also provides insight into your emotional state, helping you identify areas of your life that may need attention or healing. Dreams are one of the most fascinating aspects of human consciousness, offering us a glimpse into our subconscious mind. But in order to use dreams effectively, it's essential to separate fact from fiction. Dreams are not always symbols to be decoded, nor are they always filled with deep meaning. Sometimes, they are just the brain's way of processing the information of the day. At the same time, there's incredible potential in dreams, particularly lucid dreams, to help us learn, heal, and grow emotionally. By recognizing the common misconceptions and mistakes surrounding dreams, you can approach them with a clearer, more realistic perspective, allowing you to tap into their full potential. Remember, you have the power to shape your dreams, to use them as a tool for emotional healing, and to enhance your learning experiences. So, embrace the mystery of dreams, but also take control of how you engage with them. As we've explored so far, dreams have incredible potential for learning, emotional healing, and personal growth. But what if we could push the boundaries even further? What if, instead of just being passive participants in our dreams, we could actively enhance the process, personalize it, and even manipulate it in ways that could transform our waking lives? The future of dream research and technology is not as far off as we might think. We're already beginning to see the rise of technologies and techniques that allow us to interact with our dreams in ways that were once considered science fiction. So, what does the future hold for dream exploration? 1. Sleep technology, monitoring and enhancing dream states. Advancements in sleep technology are already making it possible to measure and optimize sleep cycles with greater precision than ever before. Devices like the Oura Ring, Whoop Band, and Fitbit are just the beginning. These devices track sleep quality, duration, and even stages of sleep, including REM and slow-wave sleep. But what if these devices could do more than just monitor your sleep? What if they could enhance it? In the future, we might see technology that can influence dream content or help you enter a lucid dreaming state more easily. Imagine wearing a headband or using a sleep mask that subtly stimulates certain areas of your brain while you sleep, encouraging lucid dreaming or enhancing the emotional processing of your dreams. This is not science fiction, it's an area that researchers are actively exploring. One example of such technology is targeted memory reactivation, TMR, a technique where sounds, smells, or other stimuli are introduced during sleep to reinforce certain memories or experiences. In the future, TMR could be used to enhance motor skills, boost learning, or even accelerate emotional healing by providing targeted feedback during REM sleep. Another fascinating possibility lies in dream-enhancing soundscapes. Researchers have already experimented with playing certain sounds during specific stages of sleep to increase the chances of certain types of dreams. Imagine being able to listen to a specific set of sounds while you sleep that help you access deeper emotional insights or encourage healing from past trauma. The potential for combining neurotechnology with dream research could lead to a more active engagement with the subconscious mind. 2. Artificial intelligence and dreams. Can AI help us understand and control our dreams? Artificial intelligence, AI, is already making waves in many fields, but can it be used to understand and even control our dreams? In the future, AI could assist us in several ways, from dream analysis to dream enhancement. Imagine having an AI-powered app that analyzes your dreams in real time and gives you personalized insights based on patterns, emotions, and symbols that frequently appear in your dreams. AI could also play a role in dream incubation, the process of consciously influencing the content of your dreams. With the help of AI, you could set intentions before bed, and the AI would help guide your thoughts, behaviors, and even sleep environment to increase the likelihood of having a certain type of dream. For example, if you wanted to confront a fear in your dream, an AI system could provide you with subtle prompts throughout the day that help you prepare emotionally for that experience. Moreover, AI could eventually be used to create personalized lucid dreaming experiences, where the technology not only helps you recognize when you're dreaming but also guides you in directing the dream towards specific goals, whether it's emotional healing, skill development, or problem solving. 3. Virtual reality and lucid dreaming, a new frontier. Imagine being able to blend virtual reality, VR, with your dream experiences, creating a completely immersive world that you can explore while you sleep. This could revolutionize the way we experience lucid dreaming and open up entirely new possibilities for dream manipulation. VR technology, paired with neurostimulation or sleep technology, could help induce a state of lucid dreaming by engaging the brain with sensory input during sleep. This could enhance dream control, making it easier for individuals to navigate their dreams, confront fears, or experience scenarios that are too difficult to face in real life. For example, someone with social anxiety might use a VR tool that places them in a simulated social setting, where they can practice interactions and emotional regulation without the pressure of real-world consequences. Over time, these VR-guided lucid dreams could help the individual build confidence and reduce anxiety in real-world situations. On the emotional healing front, VR could provide a therapeutic space within dreams where individuals can relieve traumatic experiences in a controlled, non-threatening environment, enabling them to process the trauma without triggering overwhelming emotions. 4. Neuroscience and dreams, the brain's hidden potential. As neuroscience continues to advance, we're learning more about the brain's complex relationship with dreams. In the future, we may have direct access to brainwave patterns, allowing us to identify exactly when we're entering different stages of sleep, including REM sleep, and even track neural activity to better understand how our subconscious mind processes emotions, memories, and learned skills. One of the most exciting areas of research is the possibility of direct brain-to-computer interfaces, keys, that could allow us to read our dreams as they occur. Imagine if we could interpret dream images, symbols, or even emotions in real time, gaining a deeper understanding of the subconscious mind's inner workings. This could provide groundbreaking insights into the nature of consciousness, emotional processing, and even how we learn and grow. Additionally, the development of neuromodulation techniques, methods for influencing the brain's electrical activity, could allow us to enhance specific aspects of our dreams, such as emotional release, memory consolidation, or motor skill refinement. These techniques could help us consciously direct our sleep experiences and ensure we're maximizing the potential of both REM and non-REM sleep. 5. The ethical implications of dream technology. As exciting as these advances are, they come with important ethical considerations. The ability to influence dreams, manipulate emotional experiences, or enhance learning during sleep raises questions about privacy, consent, and psychological well-being. For example, if AI or VR technology allows individuals to directly interact with their subconscious mind, how do we ensure that these tools are used responsibly? What happens if someone uses lucid dreaming technology to confront emotional issues that they're not ready to deal with? Could there be unintended consequences from manipulating the subconscious? Additionally, there's the issue of emotional vulnerability. While lucid dreaming and dream manipulation can be therapeutic, they also have the potential to bring unresolved issues to the surface, sometimes with overwhelming emotional intensity. How do we ensure that people are mentally prepared for these experiences and that they have access to the right support if needed? As these technologies continue to evolve, we'll need to establish clear ethical guidelines and ensure that the benefits outweigh the risks. This will involve collaboration between neuroscientists, technologists, ethicists, and mental health professionals to create frameworks that safeguard users' mental and emotional health while allowing them to explore the potential of their dreams. As we look to the future, the possibilities for dream exploration are truly limitless. With advancements in sleep technology, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and neuroscience, we are on the verge of unlocking new realms of human potential through our dreams. Whether it's enhancing learning, healing from trauma, or simply gaining a deeper understanding of ourselves, dreams offer us a powerful tool to grow and evolve. But with these advancements comes responsibility. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the subconscious, we must do so with care, ensuring that we use these technologies in a way that is ethical, safe, and beneficial for all. At the end of the day, dreams are more than just experiences that happen while we sleep. They are an untapped resource that, with the right tools, can help us become the best version of ourselves. The future of dream research holds incredible promise, and we are just beginning to scratch the surface of what's possible. So, the next time you lay your head down to sleep, remember, you are not just resting. You are stepping into a world full of potential. As we've explored in this deep dive into the science and power of dreams, one thing becomes abundantly clear. Sleep is not just a time for rest, it's a vital process for learning, emotional healing, and personal growth. Whether it's mastering a new skill through motor learning during slow-wave sleep, processing emotional trauma during REM sleep, or actively shaping our dreams through lucid dreaming, the potential of sleep is far greater than most of us realize. Sleep is like a hidden workshop, a place where your brain works tirelessly to organize memories, refine motor skills, and untangle emotions. Yet, many of us overlook the true power of this nightly process, taking it for granted as simply a time to recharge our bodies. But now, we know that sleep is not just about recovery, it's about transformation. Letting go, the hidden power of dreams. The most profound gift that sleep gives us is the ability to let go, to emotionally release the burdens of the day, to process challenging experiences, and to reset our emotional state. Through REM sleep, we find a safe space to revisit difficult memories, not to dwell on them, but to detach the emotional charge that once made them so painful. This is the essence of emotional healing, not forgetting, but releasing the grip that old wounds have on us. And this process of letting go is not limited to trauma. It applies to daily stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. When we sleep, we give our minds the chance to offload the mental clutter that accumulates during our waking hours, allowing us to wake up with a renewed sense of clarity and emotional balance. Lucid dreaming, with its potential for conscious control, can even help speed up this process. It allows us to actively confront and reframe our fears and anxieties in a way that feels safe, allowing for faster emotional processing and healing. With practice, lucid dreaming can become a tool for intentional emotional growth, helping you become more in tune with your inner self and the deeper parts of your subconscious mind. Using dreams as a tool for personal growth. But sleep and dreams aren't just about healing, they're also about growth. Every night, as we slip into sleep, we enter a world where learning and transformation can happen on a deep, subconscious level. We can hone skills, create new connections, and expand our emotional intelligence all while we rest. By taking steps to optimize our sleep through improved sleep hygiene, relaxation techniques, and the use of lucid dreaming, we can harness the full potential of our sleep cycle. We can use dreams to enhance learning, increase self-awareness, and release emotional blockages that hold us back. But remember, growth doesn't happen by simply wishing for it. It requires intention. By setting goals before sleep, whether it's to solve a problem, learn a new skill, or heal from an emotional challenge, you direct your subconscious mind toward those goals, making your dreams a powerful tool for personal transformation. The power of consistency and patience. Like any powerful tool, the key to unlocking the full potential of your dreams is consistency. You won't become a lucid dreamer overnight. You won't process all of your emotional baggage in one night's sleep. But with patience and practice, you can begin to shape your dreams, influence your subconscious, and heal in ways you never thought possible. The journey to mastering your dreams is not just about gaining control over them, it's about gaining control over yourself. When you understand the power of your dreams, you realize that sleep is not just passive rest, but an active space for transformation. A new relationship with sleep. As you move forward, I encourage you to develop a new relationship with sleep, a relationship where you see sleep as a tool for emotional and cognitive growth, rather than just a time to shut down. Instead of thinking of sleep as something you do simply to refresh your body, start viewing it as an opportunity for deep personal growth. Every night, you have the chance to learn something new, heal an old wound, or even shape your future. So, the next time you lay your head down to sleep, remember that you are entering a world of untapped potential. Your dreams are not just random creations of your subconscious mind, they are a reflection of your inner world, your emotional state, and your capacity for growth. By mastering the art of sleep, you can master the art of life. If you found this journey into the world of dreams inspiring and informative, I encourage you to subscribe to Lucid Dream Portal. In our upcoming videos, we'll dive deeper into lucid dreaming techniques, explore how to use your dreams for specific goals, and continue to unlock the hidden potential of sleep. And don't forget to share your thoughts and dreams with us. Have you ever experienced lucid dreaming? Have you used your dreams to confront your fears or heal from emotional wounds? Drop a comment below and join our community of dream explorers. Together, let's continue to unlock the mysteries of our dreams and use them to create a better, more conscious life. Remember, the power to change is just one sleep away.